Hey guys, Matt Robinson here, founder of the Professional Investors Guild, and I am coming to you live. Now, you may not be able to see it, but back there in my back window, you can see that I am right in front of a fantastic Sam's. Now, some of you guys may be asking, why in the world would you be in front of fantastic Sam's, and what does that have to do with me buying houses cash? Well, just hang on a minute. I'm going to get to it in just a second. But a few years ago, way back when I first got started in real estate investing, probably 16, 17 years ago, I went to a seminar, and they were, it's one of those events where all the gurus come in and they tell you all these different things you can do with real estate investing, and they're like 8 or 10 people teaching, and throughout it, they're all, every hour and a half, somebody's selling something and pitching a product and all this other stuff. And when I went through that seminar, one of the guys, I can't remember who it was, but he said, listen, everywhere you go, tell people that you buy houses cash. And I thought, okay, right? So most people would hear that and they would go, how in the world can I tell people that I buy houses cash? Like, I don't have any money. And so people would freak out and be like, I don't know how to do this. But I was brand new. I didn't know any better. I just thought, okay, everywhere I go, I'm going to tell people I buy houses cash. To understand, at the time, I couldn't even buy groceries cash, right? Like, I couldn't afford to, I was a newlywed. We had a new baby. We didn't have a ton of money. And so everything was a big expense. So we're charging peanut butter, right? I mean, everything, we didn't have any money, right? But I was too dumb and too naive, and I wasn't smart enough to freak out and say I didn't have the money. So I thought, okay, I'm going to tell everybody that I buy houses cash. And so I went to get my hair cut at the Fantastic Sam's. That's why you can see it in the back of the window there. I'm in front of the Fantastic Sam's. So I went to the lady at the Fantastic Sam's, and this was like, the same lady that I'd cut my hair for forever. And we had never talked about real estate. Why? Because I never brought it up. And so I'm sitting there in the chair, and she's cutting my hair, and she says, like hair people do, they're always just trying to make small talk and chat and all that stuff. And so she goes, so what are you up to these days? And again, I don't know any better. I just come from a seminar, and they said, tell people you buy houses cash. So I was like, well, I buy houses cash. And she goes, oh, really? That's amazing, because my boyfriend is looking to sell his house right now. He's moving to Washington. He's going to be a truck driver up there. So he has this house that he has to sell. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. I didn't have any clue how I was going to do it. I didn't have the money to do it. But I was like, okay, give me his phone number. So I went and sat down. Again, this is my very first deal ever in real estate. I didn't have any clue what I was doing. I had about 12 different strategies rolling around through my head. Everything they had taught on the seminar, I was going to try on this guy. And so I sit down with him, and we go through this deal. And make a long story short, maybe one day you'll get to hear the whole story. But I ended up buying this guy's house. We fixed it up. We ended up selling it, put it on the market, and making a bunch of money on it. So you might ask, how did I get the money? Well, in this particular situation, I actually had a private money lender who put up the money, we did the deal, and then we split the profits. But if I hadn't had any money and actually didn't have a private money lender, I still could have done the deal, because it would have been an easy property to be able to wholesale to another investor. It would have been a great rental property. It was still great renovation property. But in the end, the reason why I was able to do the deal was because I wasn't afraid to tell people that I buy houses cash. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you know of, and that you are very confident of, because people are very timid and they go at this business with trepidation. They're like, I can't tell people I buy houses cash. I don't have any money. If you find a deal where the numbers make sense, I don't care whether it's a renovation or a rental property or a multifamily commercial property, if you find a deal where the numbers make sense, it's a legitimate deal, the money will find you. In fact, the money will be the least of your concerns. It will be the last of your issues if it's a deal. Now, most people come to me and say, man, I had this deal and I couldn't find anybody who wanted to buy it. I couldn't find any private money. Nobody wanted to touch it with a 10-foot pole. That's because it wasn't really a deal, okay? It was garbage. It was junk. It was something you found on the MLS that everybody had already looked at and passed over, right? It wasn't a legitimate deal. If it was, the money would have been simple to find. So again, take advice, take a lesson learned from my experience. You see it in the back window there at the Fantastic Sam's on my very first deal. Everywhere I went and everybody I talked to, I told them that I buy houses cash, and that opened up so many doors. Some people are like, I can't even get into this business because I don't have the money to market. You don't have to have money to market to tell people what you do, right? Get some business cards and go out there and tell everybody you meet that you buy houses cash, because again, it'll open doors. You start networking, you find deals, and I guarantee you, if you find something where the numbers work, the money will be there. If you can't find the money, you call me. We'll find somebody that'll do the deal, okay? So again, don't forget, you buy houses cash. And if you want to learn this business, if you're brand new in this, we have an ultimate beginner's guide for you to get started in no money down investing. You can find it at nomoneydownprofits.com. Again, it's at nomoneydownprofits.com. nomoneydownprofits.com. It's free for a limited time. We're giving it to you to help you get started, get you a kickstart to get out there on this business. And again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to message me through Facebook, email me, whatever it takes. Get your questions answered to get going on this business immediately. So thanks so much for joining us again. The course is at nomoneydownprofits.com, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.